Hello IT pros and welcome back to my IT workshop. So in this video we're going to upgrade our mechanical hard drive to an SSD. And the computer I'm using for that is a Dell Inspiron 3537, but the process is the same for almost all computers. The only difference is going to be how you take out the cover and the screws and all that. But the process in software is going to be the same. So as you can see here, the computer in front of me. The reason I'm doing this is because this computer is behaving a little slow. I have reinstalled Windows 10 one more time, so this is a fresh install. And I have installed also the basic software like web browsers and PDF readers, all that. So it doesn't have anything else, but still it's a little slow. So I ran Dell Diagnostics and everything is working well, but the hard drive is old. It's 5 years old. So that is the reason I'm doing this. And for that end, I'm going to use a free software that is called EaseUS Total Backup. In the past, we have been using Acronis, PNY, which is the brand of the SSD. But I like that brand because it comes with a basic free version of Acronis, which is a software to make clones and backups, like to clone your disk, I might say. If you're interested in that, you can see it in the top right of this screen. Now, I'm going to show you how to download or where to go for this EaseUS Total Backup. So we are going to open a web browser. You can use anyone you like. In my case, I'm going to use Google Chrome. It's like the standard, I think, but anyone would do. Anyone you like would do. So we go to google.com, and then we can type, EaseUS Total Backup. And one of the first options, well, actually the second, because the first one is advertisement, is going to take us to the website, which is www.easeus.com. I'm going to leave the link in the description below. So we go to download free version. As you can see here, there is also one for Mac. When you click on free download, you have to type your email address, but that's not necessary. You can just make up one. It's going to work well, and then you continue to continue with the downloading process. I'm not going to do it because I already have it. It's around 100 megabytes, so it's not that much. And and then you have to install it, of course. I have already installed the software, and I'm showing you here the SSD I'm going to use. It's a Kingston. This is a really good brand. By the way, this video is not sponsoring anyway. And you also are going to need a USB to SATA cable, as you can see here. And I'm going to leave the link in the descriptions below. So you don't need this brand, of course. You can use any that you might like. It doesn't have to be an SSD. It can be another mechanical hard drive. So next, I'm going to connect this cable connected to the SSD to any available USB port on your laptop. And as you have seen, the red dot indicates that the computer is connected. The SSD is connected. Now I'm going to turn off the light so you can see it better. And we are going to open the software, the EaseUS Total Backup. So as you can see here, I'm opening the software, and this is how it looks. We want to clone our current hard drive. So the option on the left is under the shopping cart, which says clone, and it's going to show us the hard drive that we currently have. So we only have one hard drive, but these two, let's say, partitions are created by Windows by default. So if you read down, it says 100. I forgot the SSD is 120 gigabytes. So it's smaller than the original because this computer is only used for work. It doesn't need anything else. So we have to choose the source, as you see me doing there. The source is the only one we have, is the actual hard drive. And then we're going to continue. We're going to click on next. Then we have to choose the target. So from where to where. We have the source, and now we have to choose the target, which is obviously going to be the SSD Kingston 120 gigabytes. But the size can be any size that you might like. It can be 1 terabyte, 500 gigabytes, it doesn't make a difference. Okay, so I chose already the destination, and I'm just going to click continue or next. So I'm going to make a close-up so you can see it better. And the target is going to be the destination disk 1, which is that's by default. So I'm going to click next, and it's telling me, okay, the source is disk 0, unit C, and the target is disk 1, A and B. Well, those are the letters that had been assigned to this. And the blue part is the one that's going to be used, and the rest is free. Okay, so this is going to take like around 10 minutes, I believe 10-20 minutes. It's going to depend how much information you have and how big your hard drive is. So I'm going to pause the video here, and we're going to come back when it's done. Okay, here we are. So the process is almost done. It was a little more than 11 minutes, as you can see on the top right of this screen. And again, it depends how big your hard drive was and how much information you had. So after it has finished, you only have to click on, well, finish. And then we have to, well, you can leave a review. It's a really good software. And I have already done that way, way long before this. So here we are back on the desktop, and the only thing left for us to do is shut down the computer, disconnect the SSD, and well, start removing the old one and install the new one. So you can see there, I'm going to shut down the computer and allow me a few minutes, well, a few seconds, so I can change my camera view so you can see it better. Here we are. So I'm going to close the computer. Well, I have to close it. I'm going to disconnect the Kingston SSD, and I'm going to turn over the laptop so we can continue with the process. I'm going to take out the battery, which is on the top in this model. Sometimes you cannot do it because the battery is inside the case. So in that scenario, you cannot do much. Well, I was struggling to take out the battery actually, but in the end I was able to do it. Then this is what I like from this model. It's really easy to take out this part of the cover. You don't have to take it all like in well, new models. And I'm going to do it using a Phillips screwdriver. So as you can see here, the video is accelerated, so you don't have to wait for me for all the process. And you can see here part of the motherboard, and on the left we have the hard drive. So we're going to take it out again. We're going to lose the screws, and well, that's all we have to do. And you see that kind of plastic thing? We are going to use it to more easily take out the hard drive, as you can see here. So with much care, we are going to take it out. And this mechanical hard drive, it's a Seagate 500 gigabytes, and it has a belt around it for more security, so it can fit better on the motherboard. And we're going to take out the screws, and we're going to put this belt on the new hard drive, on the 120 gigabytes Kingston. And I was having a problem with this screw specifically. That's why I took I used another screwdriver, a plain head screwdriver, and that way it was easier for me. And now I'm going to put the belt to the new SSD. So as you can see me doing here, I'm going to put exactly as the old one was. So that way we're not going to change many things, and everything is going to fit as it should. So again, you see me doing all the process. And then the only thing we have to do left is connect it back to the motherboard. See here, as you can notice, it's really easy to do. A little time consuming, but really easy to do in the end. So we're going to put it back, and with the plastic thingy, we're going to use it to help us connect it back to the motherboard, as you can see here. So on the right, we can see the RAM modules. We have two available. Only one is being used at the moment. One socket for RAM memory. And on the right of that, we can see the CMOS battery, which is to reset the BIOS password if we need it. I do that. I did that process on many models. I'm going to leave the link for the playlist for BIOS reset in the comment section below. Okay. And now we're going to put back all the screws. And that's pretty much all we have to do. So we are going to put the battery as well. And now I'm going to connect the power for this laptop. I'm going to turn off the lights so you can see it better. And again, allow me a few seconds so I can adjust my camera view. As you can see here, I'm doing it, and I'm going to turn on the computer. We see the Dell logo. Everything goes fine. This message, we are not interested in that, and Windows is starting. So next, I'm showing you here the Seagate, the all mechanical hard drive, the one we took from this laptop, and it was replaced for the Kingston. We're going to type the password, which I make a few mistakes there, but we're going to get in the end. So the system is loading. The first time I noticed that when you replace a hard drive, it's slow the first 2 times, then you can see the difference. Okay, so don't get like upset if you notice that it's slow the first time. Now you can see the desktop. I'm going to open my PC, and as you can see, 100 gigabytes. So that's the one we use, the Kingston one. So now I'm going to open computer management, and for some reason, again, opening computer management was a little slow. I'm not really sure why. It didn't happen before. But after that, we're going to go to disk management, and now we can see disk 0 as the main one, and it has the two, the system reserve and the C partition. Okay. So that's what I wanted to show you today, guys. A way to upgrade your, to change your old hard drive for anyone. In this case, it's an SSD. Like I mentioned, it doesn't have to be an SSD. It can be another mechanical hard drive. Using this free software, which is EaseUS Shadow Backup. And that's what I wanted to show you today, guys. So that's, if you like this video, please leave a like. If you have any comment or question, leave it in the comment section below. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so by clicking the subscribe button and the bell notification for future videos. Also, feel free to check the channel. We have many videos. Maybe you will find some video that is going to be useful to you. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.